Hello YouTube family, how is everybody doing out there? It is Memorial Day here in the United States when I'm recording this video, and it's a beautiful day where I am. I hope it is where you are. I am Darlene. I'll be doing your reading for you today on your deceased loved ones or friends, family, and so forth. And let me get my business out of the way real quick, which is thank you for being here, and I appreciate your and value your time because we're all busy people. So thanks for choosing to click on this video, and if you like this kind of content, please hit that like button, and even better, subscribe, because I'm just getting started here on YouTube and it means a lot to help me grow my channel. But more importantly, it means this message will more likely reach the people that it's meant for, because you know how YouTube works. It has this algorithm, and if one person clicks on it, they think, oh, well, this is interesting, we'll show it to more people. That's how that works. Okay, enough about that. So thank you so much. I appreciate each and every one of you. Let's get into the reading. If you've been here before, as you know, these cards are to help tell the story that I'm already getting. So you just have to look at nothing for a minute while I talk. And hopefully you think my southern drawl is charming and you can understand what I'm saying. I have been joked and kidded about it in the past, but it is what it is, right? All right, so today I'm bringing through a grandmother and a young girl. When I say young, I don't know, I just keep hearing her. She was around five or six, something like that, 4, 5, 6, that age. Just a beautiful young little girl. And the story I'm getting, and let me back up, I believe that this message that they're coming through for today is meant for the mother, what would be the grandmother, the daughter of the grandmother, and the mother of the child. But the grandmother and the child have now crossed over. So this message is for the mother. I will be referring to her as the mother. Where to start? These two souls that are talking to me today are beautiful women. Like I said, one's a grandmother and then the young daughter, granddaughter. The grandmother is telling me she left earlier than anyone would have wanted her to, but not at a very young age. She was obviously old enough to be a grandmother. But you, the viewer, thought that it was much too early. You weren't ready to let her go, that she had many, many years left in front of her. And she's actually acknowledging that on the one hand. But on the other hand, she's saying, but I knew I had a mission. And she said, my soul recognized when I came in, and I'm going to talk a little bit about this, how this works with soul contracts, but I'll tell you what I'm going to do so you don't have to look at just boring nothing. I'm going to be shuffling these cards and putting these out while I'm talking. So the grandmother says that she and the granddaughter had a soul contract. Well, we have contracts with everybody that we have any kind of a significant relationship with. Let's just tell the truth. Okay, deck is ready. Sorry, the deck is saying no, don't shuffle, it's ready. Okay. So they knew on the soul level, on the 5D level, when they came in here, what was going to happen. But of course, in the 3D level, that's a very different story. But so on the 3D level, in the earthly plane, she's saying, yes, I knew I could have lived, I had the choice, I could have lived much longer and would have lived much longer. However, I realized that this granddaughter was going to leave at a very early age, and I wanted to be on the other side to care for her and to look out for my daughter from the other side. I hope you understand what I'm saying here. I'm not sure that I'm expressing that as clearly as I'd like. But she wants you to know that she was there to greet your daughter. And that's one of the reasons, her point is, the reason she left as early as she did was so that she could be there to greet your daughter that left. Now, the daughter just is, again, just the sweetest energy. I always delight when I get to read sweet energy, because readers and mediums especially that are talking to people on the other, we have to swim in this energy. we basically feel what that person felt like when they were in the 3D. That's what we're picking up on, is their energy imprint. So it's lovely for me when I get to bring in these really sweet, innocent souls like this child. And I'm going to say that because I don't feel, no matter what she went through to get to the other side, she does not perceive that as traumatic. And I've asked how she died, and they're not showing me that, which tells me it's not important to the message they want to bring through today. That's what that means to me. If it is important, or they think that it'll mean more to you as a message, then they'll tell me. But that's not what I'm hearing today. Now, the reason they're coming through is because they're concerned about you, the mother. And the specific message is they see that you've been struggling a lot and your heart is broken. It's one thing to lose your mom, but then to turn around and lose your daughter, that's horrific. No one can go through something like that without being forever changed, of course. But the message they're telling me is, but the choice you're making now is not a healthy one, and you're going down a dangerous road. And I'm choosing that word carefully, dangerous, because, we choose our future based on our present, the choices we're making every day in our life. So I think they're seeing that what they're showing me is that clearly you're obviously depressed, you're barely functioning, you're getting through your days, but not how you could. And they're telling me it's because you're kind of swimming still in this grief. And no judgment. I can't imagine what it would be like to lose your child. I really cannot. So my heart is with you. But they're saying what they want you, the message they want to give you today is the issue here is that you're focusing on what you don't have, not what you had. And let me say that again. You're focusing on what you don't have, meaning they are not here anymore. You've lost your mother, you lost your daughter, and that's where you're living right now. And what they want you to do to put you on this different road, because I see if you continue down that road that your health is going to be compromised, certainly your mental health is already compromised, and they want you to come back to center and start to try to find balance by focusing on what you did have. You had a fabulous family. You had this mother who loved you beyond words. You had an amazing little girl that is just, I feel like the word that comes to me is perfect. You felt she was perfect. She was perfect in every way. And of course, it's difficult to see anything but injustice when such a pure soul leaves. But they're telling me very purposefully that they left or the grandmother left and to greet the child. But they're also telling me because they were with you in a time where you needed them most. You didn't know that. You can never know that until your time here is past and you look back, of course. But you had a lot of challenges. You were going through challenges, and they're telling you, we were there to bring joy to your life during the time when you had other hard things going on. But now we're gone, and we're gone because you don't need us there anymore. You can do this on your own. You've passed this milestone in your life where you're strong enough now, even though you don't feel like it. I can feel that in your energy. You do not feel strong. I know you don't. No matter what happy, brave face you put on, that's not how you're feeling. But they're telling you you're wrong, that you really are stronger than you realize. And that's what they're wanting you to tap into. That you relied on them in a way that you didn't even know you were doing it. It's like, how do I say this? There is a certain comfort, a comfort in knowing you've got people there that love you and surrounded with that love. And when they're gone, it's hard to still feel that comfort. It's hard to not feel like you're alone, of course. But they're just telling me again and again, but you are strong enough, and they're watching you. One of the other reasons is because they can help you and guide you and comfort you, but from a higher place, a higher perspective now that they're on the other side. That is no small thing. If y'all don't know that, that is just, they are our family and ancestors and angels and guides and all that. They are very, very busy on the other side, helping us get through our day-to-day life. You need to start talking to them and having a dialogue with them if you haven't already, or if you don't already. So now I'm going to turn these cards over and see what this message, I don't know usually when I do this, if this is a message that just continues with what they were telling me to support that and back me up, or it has something to do with you personally. So I'm not sure yet. Let me see what this energy is saying to me. Yeah, I think it's just reiterating what I was saying, the message I was saying about you, and I love that about tarot. It backs me up. I did feel that you had gone through a divorce or separation, that you were alone raising this child in some form or fashion. Now, alone, that doesn't mean that the father's not participating. I don't mean that necessarily, but I get the feeling that whatever was going on was that you felt betrayed in the situation. You felt, not betrayed, that's not the word. They're saying no. They're saying left out is what they're saying, or yes. Okay, somehow you felt left out and you felt like you were doing this on your own. When I say doing this, I mean raising your daughter and getting on with life. So I feel like it was a divorce or a separation of some sort. And for those of you that don't know, don't always read the traditional archetypes of the cards like you would in a love reading. They tell me other things here, so just don't judge me by that. It's just what it is. They're here for you. I mean, I get them, like I said, I've already gotten this message basically. It's just something for you to look at. Maybe it backs it up. But now, yeah, and then you had this horrible pain of losing these people in your life, and you've taken some time out to heal. You're still feeling the pain and the remorse of losing them. This Page of Swords is two messages for me I'm getting. It's telling me, and I'm laughing because this can be a lot of things. It can be news. It can be disturbing news sometimes, unwanted news. It can be messages and communication. It can also be, a lot of readers call it the spying card. And why I'm laughing is because they're telling me this is us over here on the other side of the veil spying on you, and you don't even know it. And it's meant to be funny, because they're saying, we see what's going on in your life. We know what's going on. They're giving me another storyline. So I don't know, there may be somebody else out here who tried to have a relationship after this and it didn't work. You just couldn't. You just had to walk away. You couldn't do it. And maybe that was what happened. In fact, so this may be a whole different group of people or person that your marriage could have ended after one of these, or deaths, and probably the child is the one I'm getting. But anyway, but you're just feeling very beaten down, frankly. That's what I'm feeling. Just beaten down, kind of lost hope, and not feeling what am I looking for? Not feeling like there's any. No, I started to say, like, there's no reason to get up in the morning. That's not really what I'm feeling, though. I'm trying to put it into the right words. But sure, there is that, but that's not. It's more like there's no motivation. That's a better way to put it. I don't think you're feeling motivated here. And And I think things that used to give you hope, that you used to feel motivated about doing or excited about doing, it's just like, nah, meh, meh. Yeah, and this is kind of backing up what I was feeling about that second message here. I think you might have tried to have a relationship or after one of these deaths. That feels to me like it was your daughter, but it didn't work out. But or you weren't ready. That's what the Spirit's saying. You just weren't ready. It wasn't that it couldn't work out. It's just that you weren't ready. There was a man here who was very attracted to you, though. And he tried to make a go of it with you. So I don't know if this is your ex or just somebody that came into your life after the fact, but that's what they're telling me. And they're also telling me, though, that there might be a chance for that to come back. So whoever that was that you couldn't deal with because of the grief of losing these two lovely ladies here, they're telling me that could come back. There's a chance that could come back. And in fact, you may even hear from this person. Again, this Page of Swords is a lot about communication, and I feel like you could get a message for them. Like it could be, if it's someone that, for example, this is just an example. If it's someone that actually you were living with, cohabitating with, they could send you a message to something. Oh, I left my favorite sweater there or something, or I left my, I don't know what, picture of my dog there or something. And it just something seemingly benign, and then and you're irritated at first by it, and then and what they're telling me is, but wait, time out. If you're irritated because you just want to wallow in your grief, is the honest truth of it. And they're telling you to stop it, that you've got this whole beautiful life waiting for you. It's just on hold right now. This is a beautiful new opportunity, but it's on hold right now because, I mean, look, what is this big, beautiful opportunity? Could be money, could be anything, but right behind it, the Ace of Cups, that tells me love is on hold. There's this new beginning waiting to happen, but it's on hold. And I think it's on hold because of where you are mentally and emotionally. So this is just, kind of a smack to get you up and out of your, what's that word I'm looking at? Doldrums? Is that the right word? Or, well, certainly it's grieving, but they're telling me, your mother is saying to me, this has gone on too long. That's exactly the word she's using. This has gone on too long. This has gone on too long. You've had enough time to heal. Now pull yourself up by your big girl panties and get on with life. Okay, if that sounds like your mama, she's like me. I'm a tough love mama too. I always have. I love my children beyond the moon, but they know I was the tough love parent. So that's what she's telling me. It's time for you to put all this behind you. Now get up, turn this strength card around. Strength card inverse weakness. They see your strength. You're just not plugged into it because you're giving in to all of this. And they're saying just get on up. Like I said, put your big girl panties on now. It's time to get on back to life. That life goes on. And I don't mean to bring that message forward like I'm insensitive, but that's how they're giving it to me. She is just... You tell her I said. She's a trip. I like your mama very much. She's a sweetheart. Okay, folks, well, that's the message for you today. So I hope this reaches the right person. Again, hit that like button if you would, please, so YouTube will share the message around a little bit more. I'm very grateful. And if you want to see more of this kind of content, please subscribe. I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you for tuning in today. And y'all have a great rest of your day and week. Take care. Bye.